Mobile Task Force, Epsilon 76. Agent Cypher, reporting. After working with the good doctor and Agent Reaver to reset Angel back to her former self, I was given a much-needed rest from Angel herself as thanks. With the lockdown of Level 3 agent access to classified files recanted, I was able to continue my pursuit of my former self before my containment. After documenting SCP-076, I discovered that the answer I seek may lie within the incident log of Mobile Task Force Omega-7, my previous assignment. SCP-076. Classified. Eyes only. All information regarding Project Able and Mobile Task Force Omega-7, codename Pandora's Box, are classified Q clearance by order of the O5 Council. By proceeding, you are acknowledging that you have clearance to view these files, and that you have received need-to-know permission from the appropriate Level 4 or higher authority. Mobile Task Force Omega-7 Incident Log. From Director Records and Information Security Administration to Level 4 Administrators. Subject: RAISA updates to Security Protocol regarding supplemental information regarding SCP-076. File name: Addendum 076-1. Project Able and Mobile Task Force Omega-7. Prior classification: 05. New classification: Level 3. Need to know basis. Effective date: Psychological profile of subject SCP-076-2. SCP-076-2 either possesses a mind constructed much differently than our own, or is completely insane, with little empathy or ideas in a way we could understand it. Concepts such as sex, love, and equality are completely foreign ideas to SCP-076-2, or at least in comparison to its way of viewing them. Subject has shown that it is completely disinterested in sex, barely differentiating between genders except as a form of visual identification. Also, while subject has admitted greatly enjoying the act of killing, causing pain, either emotionally or physically, holds no attraction to it. In short, a perfect sociopath. Intelligence tests have been wildly inconclusive when applied to SCP-076-2, and no accurate result has yet been obtained. This may be due to the alien thought processes of the subject. SCP-076-2 has, however, shown that it has great knowledge of human anatomy, although in a highly violent context, military tactics of open warfare, metallurgy, and strangely enough, the care of livestock. Subject has knowledge of several languages, including English, but most notable is its knowledge of several dialects of ancient Sumerian, which is seen to be its preferred language. SCP-076-2 has nothing but contempt for human beings, with one exception. It seems to hold a wary respect for those it acknowledges as its superior. This was discovered when an agent who had previously had a large amount of experience with SCP-076-2 did not appear once it escaped. Subject seemed distressed, asking several personnel where Agent was hiding. When it finally did learn of the fate of Agent, killed as collateral damage in an airstrike intended to halt the advance of SCP-076-2 stopped its rampage and allowed itself to be escorted and restrained. The subject was then interviewed on the sudden drastic changes in its behavior.
Why are you so interested in the death of Agent? Why does his death bother you? You've killed many humans before. Why is he so
different? Because unlike you, Ward of Urbat, he was a challenge. A real enemy.
Why would that be good for you? Every time you've awoken, you've tried to escape. He was responsible for apprehending you several times. Surely, you must be glad he's dead.
I would hardly expect you to understand. Do you know he managed to shoot me in the head over times? Even one of the guards next to you would have difficulty hitting me at all. Just once. A man like that deserves to die in combat. So close to his opponent he can feel his breath. Not in some Isuru Akalbi destruction. The rest of you, you disgust me. I don't even have the urge to strike you down.
This indicates a possible psychological inlet to SCP-076-2's mind, and a possible control mechanism. Given the massive drain on resources SCP-076-2 causes due to its escape attempts, and considering Bo Commission's stated desire to weaponize SCP objects for tactical purposes, I recommend we pursue this course of action as soon as possible. Dr. From Dr. to Dr. Project Omega-7. Subject. He said yes. Project Proposal. Mobile Task Force Omega-7. Codename Pandora's Box. Mission Statement. Support of SCP-076-2. Able. In the field. In high-risk tactical situations. Task Force Organization. Task Force Special Asset Able. Task Force Leader 10 to 20 field agents divided into 5 teams of 3 to 5 each. Members of the team are to be personally selected from elite field agents by Subject Able himself in order to maintain a smooth relationship between the artifact and the mundane elements of the task force. Security Protocol. SCP-076-2 Able is to wear a device attached to the neck that, if triggered or tampered with, will immediately detonate, terminating SCP-076-2 by the way of complete destruction of the spinal cord, trachea, and all major blood vessels in the neck. A tracking device has also been attached to SCP-076-2's person. It is to refrain from killing unless ordered to do so, and is to avoid causing damage to the organization's facilities. Armament and Equipment. Team members are to be armed and equipped in accordance with MTF Doctrine. As Subject Able has shown no inclination to use firearms, or in fact, no understanding of their use or tactical implications, he is instead to be armed with one or more edged melee weapons of his choice. Addendum. For God's sake, find these guys something to do. Able is getting bored, and he is starting to put his team through live fire exercises. They get bullets, he gets training weapons. Have you ever seen someone break a man's jaw using a Nerf sword? He's not gonna stop until someone gets killed. Dr. Report by Dr. Project Omega-7. In light of SCP-076-2's proficient use of the Sumerian language, researchers have asked it to translate several documents. While it originally replied with disinterest, it has translated some of the documents it found worthy of its attention. Most of the documents chosen by SCP-076-2 were regarding battles or legendary heroes, one of its favorites in particular being the Epic of Gilgamesh. However, one researcher presented it with a symbol from SCP-073. Upon sight of this, SCP-076-2 became highly enraged killing several of the researchers before its kill switch could be activated. When revived and questioned about this, SCP-076-2 responded aggressively, and that line of questioning was immediately dropped. It is recommended anything pertaining to SCP-073 never be brought to the attention of SCP-076-2, and that the two are never to be in the same facility. Addendum 076-07. Recently, SCP-105 has been accepted into Mobile Task Force Omega-7, having beaten SCP-076-2 in a contest to see which of the two could activate several devices, each spaced over a mile away from each other and the starting point. SCP-105 managed to score significantly higher than SCP-076-2 by using her inherent abilities to her advantage. SCP-076-2 ceded defeat and allowed her entry into the group. Addendum 076-09. Proposed introduction of SCP-076-2 to SCP-682 put on indefinite hold. Those with security clearance level 4 or higher may request access to contingency 076-2 number 3. Addendum 076-23. Per the request of the Bow Commission, Mobile Task Force Omega-7 is to be fielded in the region of the against from Dr. to Dr. Project Omega-7. Subject: don't do it. For God's sake, don't do it. It's bad enough that they are trying to weaponize Iris too. Don't let the military bully us into doing their dirty work against some sand farmers in a... From General Bow to Dr. Project Omega-7. Subject: a job well done. Excellent work, Doctor. The mission went exactly as expected. We will be calling you again if we need your help. General Bow. From Dr. to Dr. Project Omega-7. Subject: I hope you're proud of yourself, mother. Because you are a bigger asshole than this guy. From Dr. Project Omega-7 to Omega-17. Subject: reassignment. As of this moment, Dr. has been reassigned to SCP-682 as Level 1 personnel. It seems this data has been expunged. From Dr. Project Omega-7 to General Bow. Subject: problems. It seems this first paragraph has been expunged. Despite our best efforts, Subject Abel is proving difficult to control. All our attempts to keep him engaged have been more or less unsuccessful. The problem is, he is a perfect killing machine, and that is all he wants to do. Which seems like exactly what we wanted, but the problem is, we cannot seem to turn him off. This paragraph seems to be expunged as well. I am running out of missions to give him, and the ones I have got left are not engaging him mentally. He is starting to lash out at the other team members. It is only a matter of time before something goes wrong. Requesting permission to discontinue the project and neutralize Abel temporarily until we can find something for him to do. From General Bow to Dr. Project Omega-7. Subject: reply: problems. Unacceptable. Neutralizing Subject Abel at this point is going to cause us an unacceptable delay. We will have another mission for you within a couple of weeks. All you have to do is keep him busy until then. Send him on vacation or something. From Dr. Project Omega-7 to all staff. Subject: Alert. This is an automated alert. SCP-076-2 has disabled the explosive collar failsafe and gone out of control. All staff to high alert. Further requests as events warrant. From Automated Defense System, Containment Area 25. To all sites. Subject: Final option engaged. This is an automated message. Do not reply. As of Containment Area 25 has engaged its on-site nuclear warhead on a 10-minute countdown. From O5 Command to all sites. Subject: Containment Area 25. Final option. Response: As of Containment Area 25 has been destroyed by detonation of its on-site nuclear warhead. Sites 67 and 68 are to activate the FEMA protocol and secure the location as soon as possible. Official cover story will be released in an RAISA to all personnel once drafted. Revised psychological profile of subject SCP-076-2. SCP-076-2 either possesses a mind constructed much differently than our own, or is completely insane, with little empathy or ideas in a way we would understand it. Concepts such as sex, love, and equality are completely foreign ideas to SCP-076-2, or at least in comparison to its way of viewing them. Subject has shown that it is completely disinterested in sex, barely differentiating between genders except as a form of visual identification. Also, while subject seems to greatly enjoy the act of killing, causing pain either emotionally or physically holds no attraction to it. Intelligence tests have been wildly inconclusive when applied to SCP-076-2, and no accurate result has yet been obtained. This is due to the fact that no communication is possible with the subject when in its rage state. Subject displays knowledge of several languages, including English, but most notable is its knowledge of several dialects of ancient Sumerian, which seem to be its preferred language. SCP-076-2 has nothing but contempt for human beings and will kill them on sight. No communication is to be attempted with the subject. After further investigation, I have found that Area 25 still exists, albeit in ruin. I have received clearance from my superiors to travel there in the morning. I shall report my findings immediately. Agent Cypher. End transmission.